I had to like leave the terminal to go to my connecting flight. I can't find it on any of the boards. I hope I'm going to the right place. We don't even have a gate. I'm just going off of what I saw in an email from last week. And now I'm walking through the parking garage. This is so weird. It's so strange. I don't know why the terminals are so far apart. I made it to the terminal and it is so hot in here. They asked me how much I weighed. They weighed all of my bags individually. I think this is about to be the tiniest plane I've ever been on. And I'm also sweating. Okay, here's a room tour. I got here first, so I took the bed by the window. Look at this view. Can you even see? That's crazy. There's a desk. Bathroom. The connecting room. This is so awesome. I don't know if I can go out here. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, hi, I made it. This is my room. I think I have a roommate. It's unclear and they could arrive at any time, but it was a crazy journey to get over here. I mean, my first flight was a normal flight to Boston, and then I flew in a tiny plane from Boston to Bar Harbor. There were 7 passengers. It was crazy. And now I'm just at this house and we all get to stay in this house and learn about Alzheimer's disease together. So I just can't believe I'm here. It's insane. This place is so beautiful. Obviously I had to bring cocoa. You already know. I didn't even notice we got a mini fridge and a whole closet. This is crazy. This is where I'm staying. Good morning. It is a clear and sunny day, which is unexpected but glorious. I got to wake up to the sunrise coming through my window, which is awesome. I hear lots of movement. I saw a deer But now I'm just out on a little trail by the house we're staying in, and it's so gorgeous out. I'm really happy to be here. Hopefully we get a little more sun than is predicted, but I'm just soaking it in while we have it. I guess I didn't explain what the hell I'm doing here. I'm here at the Jackson lab for a course on preclinical translational Alzheimer's disease work. So it's like half lectures about how to choose the right question and model and what resources are available, and then half hands-on training at the lab. So today's Monday, so Monday to Friday I'm doing that, and then basically Saturday morning I'll go get my rental car, and then we can do the solo adventure part, which will be super fun. But yeah, I am sure that the bulk of the footage I get will be from the solo adventure time, because we're kind of isolated out here, but in a good way. I mean, we're here to network and learn, but I'm just soaking in the sun while we have it. There's streams on either side of me. There's like a mountain in the ocean, which I don't think you can see, but it's a really nice, calm place to be. I cannot emphasize how grateful I am to be here. What do you mean this is my job? It's crazy. It's very bright out here, but I need to read a paper, so this is my solution. This is the setup. Today we have a little bit more time. We do have some tasks we need to do, so I'm just working on that. But I figured I'd enjoy the balcony while I can. We're halfway through the course. I've learned so much. My energy is actually pretty high, which I'm shocked, but yeah. Still nighttime over here, and then the sun is rising. We have just been spoiled with the weather. right, y'all, solo travel is officially starting. Got my rental car. She's Hyundai Elantra with this big old fancy screen. How do I turn this thing on? Ooh. Okay, I'm excited. I think I'm gonna go hiking. There's a couple places I want to try. Low tide's at 11, so I'm gonna try to squeeze in a hike, then go to the sandbar for low tide, and then you'll see. All right. This is me before hiking Beehive. This is me in the middle of hiking Beehive. Good Lord. It's like a vertical, directly vertical. Hey, this is kind of insane. Holy shit. I'm about to go walk across that thing. Oh Lord. Let's go. I'm actually not gonna film this. Time for the rounds. This is me after the Beehive Trail. 2 people helped me. They were so nice. That was amazing. Like, life-changing hike. But tiring. I was worried about the heights. The heights were fine. It was just that my heart was beating like 194 beats per minute, I think. I'm keeping an eye on the weather. Still looks nice, so I think I'm gonna do the bowl and then be done. This trail is so much longer than I thought it would be, but lake and then ocean, it's pretty epic. Okay, I'm actually starting to get a little bit unnerved. I'm trying to keep calm though, but either I'm not on the trail, I think I am, or I define 0.2 miles a little bit differently. I'm just gonna keep going because there are trail markers, so it will take me somewhere. Hopefully there'll be a sign. But I thought I was hiking the bowl. There was a fork to some other trail that was like less than 2 miles long. So I might be on that trail. I thought I read the sign right, but I don't actually know. Because this is the bowl. I think I was on the bowl. I don't know. I'll keep you posted. Hopefully I have enough water. I don't have any more food. I ate it, so. I think this is why people don't trust me to do things alone. I mean, I'm having fun, but I'm a little concerned. You guys, I got service. I figured it out. I accidentally went to the Champlain Mountain Trail, and she is really lovely, and that's awesome, but I'm not going to finish this trail. I'm going to start going down. My wrist has coagulated. Yeah, called Caleb. Told him I made an oopsie, but yeah, rookie mistake. The bowl is not supposed to be this long, but I have service. I'm gonna make sure I check in and figure out where I'm supposed to go, and it's gonna take me like about an hour to get back to the parking lot. So not too bad for making a mistake in a place this big, but you know, I do it for the gram. I do it for the content. It's really starting to hit me how much mountain I scaled on accident. Like, I went so far up that mountain. Like, butterfly. Yeah. Just so far. Wow. Oops. I remember seeing this right at the beginning, so I think we're almost there. Did I mention that I'm out of water? Because I'm out of water. I would like to explain my train of thought, okay? So from over that rock where I was sitting, you come across these logs, and the logs keep going to the trail I just went to. So I thought that was the trail I came from. But I think I'm coming up on the sign so we can see how I made this mistake. I understand why people worry about me, but I'm not really worried because, like, I knew where I came from and the trail markers are excellent. And I knew I was, like, at max an hour, which you can survive anything for an hour. I just had a broken leg or something, but I knew it would be fine. I see the fork. Let's see how I screwed this up. You all will be happy to know I'm going the right way. Yeah, it's just a matter of, I don't know how to read. That's okay. It's so beautiful. I'm thrilled to report I've made it back to civilization. That was crazy. Crazy, but so fun. Welcome to my crib. I'll get on the outside in a second. It's raining, but I just got here. This is perfect. It's so awesome. It's gonna be epic, and I don't know if anyone else is here. At least I haven't seen them yet. So let's do a tour. Here's where you walk in. Front yard, TV, little itty baby desk, the bed. Looks like a king. I'm excited. Kitchen corner, chair, and a bathroom with a shower. It's perfect. Has everything I need. This is the house from the outside, and there's a perfect space for my car. I think this is like a public area and garden shed. It's so awesome. I stole these from the house, so we're stocked up. Okay, you probably can't see me very well, but I went into Goodwill to get a cord because I want to do CarPlay. And I don't need another... Ooh, it has a cord organizer thing, which I am actually going to keep. I just want to do CarPlay, and I needed a USB-A to USB-C, and all I had was a C to C. So let's see if this works. Okay, well, this cord didn't work, but it does charge my phone. So I don't know if just the car doesn't have CarPlay, and so in that case, I'm just not going to get a cord because I don't need one, and it's not worth it. But I do love Apple CarPlay, but it's just not worth buying another cord. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna go to Walmart. Hell yeah. Can you tell it was a long hike? You guys, my body is in rough shape. Oh, I'm so sore in my legs. Oh, I know I owe you a haul and a recap. I need to unpack, but we'll get there. My update right now is that I went to a KFC Taco Bell, which I know they still had, so I could get things from both menus, which is so awesome. The pain in my legs is becoming such that I'm having flashbacks to when I went to San Francisco, and it was the most painful night of my life because I overdid it on a hike there. And I'm worried that I'm going to have the same experience tonight. But I'm going to get myself fed, have some electrolytes, take a nice hot shower, and stretch. And hopefully that helps. I did want to show you something. At the workshop, they gave us this blanket, so I'm going to get cozy up in it. It has the Model AD logo on it, which is a mouse. Yeah, can you see? It's a mouse. Is it upside down? It's upside down. How does this go? Yeah, it's a mouse. It's so soft. It's made of like sweatshirt material. So I'm gonna get cozy with that and my Taco Bell and my YouTube. And I got blueberry hard cider at Walmart. So I'm gonna have some of that too. All right, watching Susie Todd's solo travel vlog because I'm solo traveling. She's in Tokyo, but it's the same. Okay, I ate them all, but you guys have got to get, if you're at a KFC Taco Bell, the potato wedges with the nacho cheese. It's over. I also got a black bean crunch wrap, but what I wanted to do was taste test the blueberry sour. That is so yum. That is good. This kind of tastes like a apple cider with a little, not so sweet. That's good. All right. Cool. And don't worry, I do have my Gatorade. Okay, people. I took a shower and I feel like a new person. That was so awesome. Okay, so I owe you some updates. Let's talk about what the hell I was even doing in Maine. I can't remember if I told you guys this. So I came out here for the Improving Preclinical Translation in Alzheimer's Disease and Related Dementias workshop, which is hosted by the Jackson Lab, which is in Bar Harbor, Maine. So they put us up in their residence that they have. And this also includes a classroom and like a dining room, all sorts of things that we just kind of stayed there. They would shuttle us back and forth to the laboratory campus when we were doing more hands-on stuff. So that's how I spent the first week here. I landed on Sunday. Today is Saturday. So it's been a whirlwind. I feel like I've been here for a very long time, but it's been amazing. So the residence that we were at was right on the water, as you've seen, and the lectures have been phenomenal. I learned so much. I've been up early every day just because the sunrise is so early here, and just made a lot of friends, and it's been awesome. And I decided to add a couple days at the end of my trip because I knew that it'd be a busy week and I probably wouldn't have time to explore a lot. Last night we did get to go out as a group and explore Bar Harbor proper a little bit more. We hadn't been to town all week because it's really just, you're all kind of in this group learning together. So that was really awesome. So today I woke up, I got packed, called my boy, Coastal Compass Taxi, Mr. Devin. He's impeccable, I recommend. He drove me to the airport to pick up my car. The first thing I did was drive to the national park because I knew that the rain was going to come in the afternoon. So my goal was to hike Beehive and then go down to Holes Cove and then go to the sand beach for low tide. Low tide was at 11 and I got to the park around 9:30, let's just say. I did Beehive. It was awesome. This is a really steep trail and you kind of have to climb up rungs at some points, and it's just like rock scramble. It was awesome. The views were insane. It was so fun. For my own hiking experience, like I'm very enthusiastic about it, but my body definitely has her limits and I don't do it a lot. I'm not well practiced, but I had good grippy shoes, but we'll get to the shoes in a minute. But they had good grip, and so I felt comfortable. There were some nice people who helped me out when I was having a difficult time deciding how to get up a big rock, needed some guidance where to put my feet, or like called out to me that my shoe was untied, gave me a hand, things like that. So everyone was super, super nice, and the weather was perfect for a hike. And so the people that I was with who had helped me decided they were gonna hike the bowl. And the bowl is just like a short extension of Beehive. It's like the long way back around to the start. Well, you will have seen that when I went to hike bowl, I took a little break to have a snack. And so I wasn't hiking with those people anymore. And so I thought the bowl refers to an alpine lake. That's important context. So I thought that we get down to the lake and then we go around the lake, and that's how we get out. Because the trail that I was on started by going around the lake. It certainly did. But I misread the trailhead and I ended up hiking Mount Champlain. I ended up getting up there and then I was like, there's no way this is like, I'm not going around anymore. I'm going around and past. So I got up to a point where I had service and I called Caleb and I was like, my gut tells me this isn't where I thought I was. I'm letting you know what happened because I don't have service a lot. And then I checked maps, and surely enough, I'm really proud of myself for not panicking or getting overwhelmed, because I mean, I wasn't where I thought I was, and that was kind of a scary part. I was like, oh, I wasn't careful enough, which is scary and upsetting because I also had eaten my food already and had run out of water because I didn't anticipate hiking so much and so summiting. So, but I also didn't really have any reason to panic because I knew that I'd been hiking for like an hour uphill, so I could get downhill in like 45 minutes. I knew that once I got back to the lake, I would know exactly where I was. So I wasn't worried, but I am a little concerned that I don't know how to read arrows, but that's okay because it was super fun. So after that, I was pooped, so I didn't go to Hill's Cove, and by the time that I finished all that, the tide was no longer low tide, so I couldn't go to Bar Island. So what I did is I went to Salsa Verde, which was a New Mexican restaurant. It was so awesome. They gave me a sopapilla. It was beautiful. I just felt like I was back there for at least a meal, and it was great. Although there was an old lady in there who said she was allergic to spicy food, and I said, why would you come to a New Mexican restaurant? But that's none of my business. So then I was shopping around. I got some stuff. I'm gonna do a big haul probably at the end as I'm packing, because I got a lot of stuff from the conference as well as last night, today. Certainly get more tomorrow. So that's my journey. How am I gonna fit it all back in my suitcase? I don't know, but you guys, I accumulate stuff on every trip I go on, and it's always fine. I always figure out how to pack it, so I'm not worried. And then I went to the ice cream shop. I think it's called Ben and Bill's. Oh my god. Oh my god. So this place was recommended to me for the vibes, but no contest, in my life, that is the best ice cream I've ever had. Ever. And let me tell you why I have empirical evidence. It's a pretty small store, and they're set up in sort of partitions because in the summer, I'm sure it gets really, really busy. So I go around to the ice cream counter because I knew I wanted ice cream. I was like, I think I'm gonna get a waffle cone because why not? I don't normally get them, but I like them, so I don't know why. It's just sometimes a cup is easier, but it wasn't like it was gonna melt really fast because it's cold. So I was like, yeah, could I get a scoop of sea salt caramel and a scoop of cake batter. The thing to keep in mind here is that there was a family in front of me and they had multiple children and they were kind of taking up a lot of room, so I couldn't really read or look at the actual flavors in front of me. I was just reading off the thing. Tell me why. Okay, it kind of does piss me off because he hands me the cone. The cake batter has chocolate swirls. I'm like, I see that brown stuff. I don't like chocolate. For context, I don't like chocolate. He hands it to me. I see there's chocolate in there. I say, this cake batter? He says, yeah. That'll be $14. $14? $14? I hand over my card. I was like, I'm pissed off. I go outside and I lick this ice cream. I about died. Luckily, the chocolate was very minimal and it was just kind of like a swirl in there and it was a very sweet chocolate. So like I could still taste it, but the cake batter ice cream was so phenomenal that it masked the chocolate scent. I don't want anyone to get it here twisted that I like chocolate. It's not true. It's not what happened. I could still taste the chocolate, but the other part was so good that it didn't matter. And that was on top. And so then I got to the sea salt caramel with the juicy waffle cone. I've got to go back tomorrow, that's for certain. So then it started raining. So I drove to my abode. You saw where I'm at. None of the amenities exist. The building they were in has been torn down, so they might be hearing from me about that. But I love the cottage itself. It's really nice. It's perfect for one person. So then I went into Ellsworth. I went to the LL Bean outlet, which was recommended to me. You guys, I need new hiking shoes. My hiking shoes have great grip. They're Timberlands. They are so worn down on the sole and even on the inside that they're now too big. There's just so much more space in there. And so I kind of caused a tripping hazard a little bit on top of everything else. Oh, and I fell down the stairs this morning. Did I tell you that? I fell down the stairs this morning trying to take my luggage down. Anyway, yeah. Oh, and on my hike, I hurt my hand, but anyway. Went into Ellsworth. Didn't get anything at the LL Bean outlet. I thought about maybe getting new shoes, but I think that I'm just gonna leave these Timberlands. I think I'm just gonna toss them because you can feel, the grip is great, but you can feel everything in the earth beneath you. Like they're so worn down in the sole. So you can just feel every rock, everything. It hurt after my very long hike that I didn't anticipate. And they're just fraying and peeling, and I think that they've just got to meet their maker. And I'm just gonna get cozy. I have some snacks. I have my Doritos. Dreams are coming true. So, love you guys. Hope you're enjoying the Maine vlog. Oh, good morning. That may have been the best sleep of my life. I look haggard. I'm gonna get my ass situated and get on the road. Okay, fit check. What do you guys think? Got my trainers on. I've got my road trip snacks. The humidifiers on. I don't know how to overcome that noise. I'm sorry. And my personal bag. Let's hit the road. This place really filled up. Got neighbors. This is my coffee. I got an iced salty vanilla latte with house-made syrup. It was $9.64 before tip. So, let's see. That is really, really good. I normally have a latte every morning that I make at home. And it's been a while since I've had a latte because the house I was staying at only had drip coffee, which is great. But it's hitting in a major way. Their food didn't really appeal to me, so I'm gonna see what I can do on the way. Then I'm gonna call my mommy because it's Mother's Day. All right, y'all, I just pulled over at a rest stop, like 15 minutes away, which is exciting. Just wanted to get the trash out the car, or the bathroom and stuff. I've been switching between music, audiobook, calling people. It's Mother's Day, so I called my mommy. I talked to Caleb for a while, and yeah, we're getting close. I'm excited, but I need to figure out where I'm going, and then take you along with me. It'll be fun. Okay, so the graphics store was closed because we're at a farmer's market, which is going on for a little over an hour more. So I'm gonna just go there. Came into the marina, which is beautiful, but I want to make sure that I get to look at Liberty Graphics. So I'm gonna go to the farmer's market, and then maybe they'll open the store up again after 3. It's like 1:40 right now. I can always come back. It's free parking on Sundays, which is epic. At the farmer's market, she said their big store is in Freeport, and guess what? Freeport's on my way home, so guess where I am? Freeport. You guys, I ate a whole box of Mike and Ike's while driving, and then I got really sleepy. So, yeah. My next destination is a place called Momo's Cheesecakes. I think this is somewhere between Bangor and Ellsworth. Somewhere in there. I didn't really eat lunch. I had a big old biscuit, so like I'm not hungry, but I definitely feel low energy because I haven't properly fueled myself today. So Red Bull is not the solution, but it is the way we're going. I think I want to eat dinner in Bar Harbor. Ignore the angle. There's no good place to put you in this car, so this is, you're just gonna watch me like it's Fast and Furious. Okay, so let's talk about Portland, because I have some thoughts. So to be fair, it's like a 2.5 hour drive. So I knew that it was going to make for a long day. And I told myself like I would go if I feel like I have the energy and if like the weather wasn't right for hiking. And so certainly it was not hiking weather. It was rainy and gloomy in Bar Harbor today. But I think I give Portland like a 6 out of 10, which is unfortunate because I thought it was going to be super awesome. Now, I don't remember if I explained this before or not, but I wanted to go to Portland because there's a bookstore on my bucket list in Portland called Longfellow Books. And so regardless of how I feel about Portland, it was worth making the trip because it's a much longer trip out to Maine than it is from Bar Harbor to Portland. So, and I've been taking their coastal Route 1, which is like such a fun way to see this part of the country. I mean, it's beautiful. So no problems there, but Portland itself is just kind of a little bit like run down, and it didn't feel like sometimes you go to a city and you're like, wow, this city is so loved. Like, the people who live here love this city, and you can tell that they've poured into it. I didn't feel that way in Portland, maybe because the season hasn't started in earnest, but it was a nice day, and I just felt like people were like honking at each other, like they were mad, and I was like, if I wanted that, I would stay home. So my first impression was, I parked over by the bookstore. I went to the bookstore. It was really a great store. I mean, they had, I don't know, 2/3 new, 1/3 used, and the book I got was used. It was $4. So, slay, great bookstore. I got a bookmark. They were really nice. So then I went to this coffee place that was recommended to me called Tandem Coffee and Bakery, and it was bike themed. So I walked there. It was like a 20-minute walk, and they had recommended to get there a little early because their biscuits sell out. But I don't know. I was like, I'm here for the bookstore. I'll start with the bookstore, and then we'll see how it goes. Well, they still had biscuits, probably because it's, as I mentioned, the off season. But oh my god, this is so beautiful. It's just like a lake with some farms. I think I'm in Warren, Western Road of Warren, Maine. Okay, anyway. So I went to this coffee shop and I ordered an iced vanilla latte, and he's like, we don't have vanilla, we can do brown sugar cinnamon. And I said, sure, that'll be good, because I make myself a brown sugar cinnamon latte. And then I got myself a cheddar jalapeno biscuit. And he just pulled it off the display. They were all out on display, and I was like, because that meant it was cold and had been sitting out. Like, I don't know how long it's been sitting out. It wasn't like stale, but it wasn't like, I don't know, would it hurt you to microwave it for 10 seconds? Like, I get my biscuit, I get my coffee, and the coffee was so, it just tasted like milk. Luckily, it was not an expensive latte, like maybe $5.50. Because some lattes you're paying like $7-8. This was not that. And maybe that should have been a tell. But I'm really glad, because I thought about buying beans while I was standing in line, and I was like, no, like I think I'm seriously running out of room. I shouldn't buy beans. And I'm glad I didn't, because I didn't like the coffee. It just tasted like milk. Cows! OMG! Cute! Hi, good morning! It's 5 p.m. Okay, so, yeah, and then I ate the biscuit. The biscuit was good. It was a good biscuit, cheddar jalapeno with butter, love, but would have been so much better hot. So, I mean, they were really nice, don't get me wrong. They were nice people. It was a cute shop. But I whipped out Yelp, because I was like, people stand in line for hours during the on-season to get these fucking breakfast sandwiches. Hours might be a strong suit, but there's like a long line for these biscuits in the summertime. And I was just like, don't. Because there was another coffee shop I passed that was unicorn themed, and I was like, it smelled good. It just probably would have been better, but it, it wasn't my journey. So then I moseyed my way back to kind of where I had parked. Went window shopping, bought a ring. The ring is so cute, I'll show you. I have pretty big fingers, so it's rare that I can find a ring that fits me when I'm vintage shopping, but it was awesome. And so then I went into a couple of stores, some like fancier ones, some that were more antique-y, a couple of old bookstores. Didn't get anything else. But then I went down to where the Liberty Graphics store was, and they were like, sorry, we're at the farmer's market. So I'll just go down to where the farmer's market is. And it was like 2 or 3 miles from the downtown. And the farmer's market is actually really cute. And so they were doing 25% off anything that wasn't a shirt. So it was like tea towels, tote bags. So I got blueberry tea towel, which is so cute. But then she was like, in Freeport, we have a big store there. It's our biggest one, so you should go. And I said, okay, I'll go. So then I went to Freeport, which was on my way home. And I had meant to go there anyway, because that's where the LL Bean flagship is. It had a bunch of like mistake shirts, and I ended up getting one. I can't tell what the mistake is. They said that there's a stain on it. I couldn't find it. So might be a surprise later, but it's really cute. I went to the LL Bean outlet nothing stood out to me there, but it was a much bigger outlet than the one in Ellsworth. And then I went to a couple other stores, Patagonia, a vintage store. It was cute. And then I was kind of at this outlet mall, and I was like, I don't need anything at an outlet mall. Like, outlet malls sometimes make me feel icky. So I just called it from there, and then my mic and I actually got really sleepy, so I feel like better now. But yeah, my trip to Portland was nice. I'm looking forward to going back to Bar Harbor tonight. I definitely feel like Bar Harbor is just a better vibe, and because Portland just kind of felt like a city, and I was like, oh, at a certain point, a lot of cities are really similar, and it didn't have anything that, like, made it stand out in any sort of way. So that's fine. I'm glad that I went to check the bookstore off and to see the Liberty Graphics stuff. The farmer's market was really cute and fun. And yeah, if I had stayed in Bar Harbor, I don't know what I would do. Like a whole day of that, besides going to the park, but the weather's not good. No regrets. I'm at Jordan Pond. I'm sure that it's gorgeous, but it's so foggy. You can hear cool birds. Now it's like a perfectly clear sky, which is so funny. But I'm so tempted to go back to the ice cream place, just right there. However, I have cheesecake at home, and my sweet tooth is waning. I think this is officially my favorite store. I am pooped, but I need to pack. I will do a haul for you as I pack. I bought a lot of stuff. We're gonna have to... I always make it work with the packing, but I am more stressed than normal about it because it's a lot of stuff. And then I'm gonna eat my cheesecake. I did have a bite when I stopped. I stopped here and like dropped it off in my fridge because I was passing right by it. It was good. So I'm looking forward to eating the rest, taking a shower, getting my ass in bed with my Kindle. Yeah, I thought about maybe watching something, but to be honest, I don't think I'm going to be up. I do need to game plan for tomorrow, but for now, we're going to start with packing. Welcome to the haul. It's, yeah, you already saw the blanket, so that's good. Let's start with what I got today, shall we? Just when I was in town, I finally decided what to get for Caleb. I just saw this shirt with a little puffin. It had to be done. It's green, which is a color he loves, but doesn't have a lot of. And I got myself a 3XL version. It's a bit of a different color green, but they're very similar, for a sleep shirt. Slay. Okay, from the Liberty Graphics at the farmer's market, I got this blueberry tea towel. She's gorgeous. And then from the Liberty Graphics store, I got this herbs shirt. From Longfellow Books, I got Brutes by Diz Tate. I started it. I read 8 pages in the coffee shop. Just for the ease of packing, I'm gonna keep my Kindle. It's easier for planes and stuff. But I like it so far. They gave me this tote bag at the workshop, so slay. They also gave us some swag. So first is this Jackson Lab notebook, and then a Model AD pen and pin. Then I got this for Jen. It's a little Palm Pals lobster. Obsessed. So from the wood store, I got a soap dish and this mouse, obsessed. Go with all the critters on my desk. I got a postcard for Beehive to commemorate. Got this Model AD hat. I got this vest at the Goodwill. It is so comfortable. I'm going to wear it tomorrow. It's from Croft and Borrow. It's like the softest fabric ever and so warm. I'm obsessed. From the New Mexican place that I went to for lunch, they also gave me this postcard. Slay! I'll do that last. I also got this magnet. I was magnet shopping like a fiend. This is the one I decided on. I think she's so beautiful and gorgeous. Okay. And then I was also sweatshirt shopping like a fiend. Like, I wanted to have the right one. I got this one with a freaking duck on it. So I think I'm gonna wear this with this over it for the plane tomorrow with my sweats. That sounds like a dream. They gave me this nice big bag, so that's awesome. I think that's everything for the haul. It's not as much as I thought, so I think packing won't be too bad. I say. We'll see. We'll see. You guys, they have served me well, but I think they've gotta go. Oh my god, they're in rough shape. Oh wow. Yeah. Probably the weirdest thing behind in this place, but gotta go. Okay, I don't know if I just packed inefficiently on the way here, but I packed everything that I'm not actively using, and this bag is empty except for some dirty clothes at the bottom. So it might not be a problem at all. I'm gonna take a shower and then eat my cheesecake. Yeah. I realized I forgot to show you the ring I got because actually I left it in the car. Oops. But I remembered. Ooh. Look how gorgeous that is. I've never seen anything like it, and it fits perfectly. She's so beautiful. Okay, here's my cheesecake that I got. Yo. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, wow. Cheers. I need to be alone. Good morning. Happy last day. Check the fit. I think I've fully turned into someone from the north cosplaying. But I must have packed really inefficiently when I came here because I have more room than I did when I came here, but with more stuff. So that's so epic and awesome. And I think I'm ready to hit the road. I think the game plan is going to be to do Park Loop Road and then go to Cafe This Way for breakfast. Not quite hungry yet. By the time I drive onto the island, I might be. So I'm not quite sure the order, but that's really the whole itinerary for the day. I think I'm going to miss low tide because it's around 1 today. I need to get the car back by noon. So I won't be able to walk the sandbar, but that's fine. I got to go to Sand Beach, which is like epic and awesome. And yeah, I would like to touch the ocean. So I might go to one of the trails off of Park Loop Road and do that, but that's easy. So yeah, welcome to Monday. Let's do it. Bye, house. Love you. Okay, I made it into the park. I'm listening to Folklore, which is epic and awesome. I don't think it's actually permit season for Cadillac Mountain yet. I thought that they were just sold out, but I think that you just don't need one right now. So I'm going to see if they'll let me up there. If they don't, that's fine. But I just want to try it. And if not, then I'll go back down to Sand Beach. But let's do it. Well, I'm going. Cadillac Mountain. Hell yeah, brother. This is what Jordan Pond looks like. Happy to report. It's cloudy, but it's like clear and not foggy. So, oh, I'm so excited to see from the top of Cadillac. It is so cold and windy, but this view is insane. I cannot believe it. This is a real place. There's like so much ocean. I can't even comprehend how much ocean there is. Just for context, this is how many people are here, and this is the most popular place in the United States to watch the sunrise. Like, the off season's kind of goated because there's no traffic, nothing. I'm gonna drive into town now because I'm getting hungry, and then if I have extra time, I'll do like more of the Park Loop Road. But I'm really glad I got to do this. It's beautiful. It's very cold, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Cafe this way. The other one that was recommended to me was Two Cats, but they're not open for the season, so we're gonna do Cafe this way, and it's gonna be epic. Okay, after breakfast, I did a little bit more shopping. I was shopping around for a hat. I decided on this one. I really wanted one that said the Beehive. Okay. I really wanted one that said Beehive, but they were all ugly. So I got this one. They also had it in red and blue. And blue is more in my comfort zone, but I don't have any red hats. So it's exciting. Then I also got these for Caleb. They're called bog frogs, which is so funny because we talk about the bog a lot. Inside joke, but it's gonna be funny. Next, I think I have a little over an hour until I need to head back to drop the car off. So what I'm gonna do is, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna do Park Loop Road, I think. And just enjoy the park for a little bit more before I have to leave. It's been a lovely morning. Breakfast was so good. All right, let's do it. There's construction, which is no problem. It took me on a detour through town, even though I had come from town, so it's funny. But it meant that I got to see some of the natural wonders that were available to me on the construction route, like approximately 4 men's butt cracks instead of Park Loop Road. So, yep, awesome. Okay, this is Thunder Hole. It's crazy. The water keeps like coming into this. Like that. Thank you, ocean, for the title. This part like really smells like beach. It's so awesome. I do need to get the car back in an hour, so I better get going. But this is so awesome. I'm glad I made the trip. I'm on Bar Island, which is cool. Like at low tide, this bridge comes out and you can walk across. I don't have enough time to walk the whole thing, but someone told me to come down here to find sea glass, which is cool, except for I don't know what sea glass looks like. So I got a couple of things, but I'm gonna head back to the car. It's so beautiful. Okay, I still have 20 minutes till the car is due, and it goes right there. So I stopped at this farm stand. Gonna give me a little coffee, maybe a little snack. Because I do have to wait like 2 hours at the airport. But that was just the timeline for the car. So yeah, let's do it. It was so cute in there. Look how big this latte is. This is medium. I got blueberry muffin. Yeah. Am I here 2 hours early? Yeah. But am I gonna park it in this rocking chair? Yeah. Okay, while I'm sitting here and waiting for my beanie lines to go away, I'm gonna go back and give reviews to all the places that I really enjoyed. Well, I am the only passenger on this flight. So, private jet? That's actually crazy. They told me and I said, that's crazy. They said all the other flights today were full. So, I wonder what seat they'll give me. Maybe the back? They just brought me banana cake. I guess the woman who runs the Hertz rental car counter likes to bake. This is the best day.